Let's go ahead and take a look now at the applications of percentiles and how they work in the real world and how we use that to tell stories of data. And so when we think about numbers and single values like medians and percentiles and means and modes, sometimes one number is not enough to summarize their data, right? And that's many times we use what we call measures of center to do that. And so what needs to happen is we want to look at a further set of values, not just one number. And so we're going to start to look at in this section is a 5-number summary. And so, for example, think about this real-world data that we found. This is the mid-career salaries, or the median values, the median mid-career salaries for nursing majors and criminal justice majors. So halfway through your career, if you're a nursing major, half of the people, because that's the median, and the median is the same as, sorry about that, the same as P50, okay, the 50th percentile. Half of nursing majors make less than 67,000, and then half of criminal justice majors make less than 53,600, right? And so you can imagine what stories being told about that data, right? We need some more information technically other than those two values, but at least we now know what half is. Half what percent, that half make more than this and half make less than this and so forth. And so what we do in statistics is come up with something called a 5-number summary to help tell the story of data. And so those numbers are the minimum Q1, which is called quartile 1, or the 25th percentile. So these quartiles are so important, that these percentiles are so important that we give them their own letter and call them quartiles, or like quarters. So these are equivalent values, P75, Q3, Q2, P50. P50 is also the median, it's the number right in the middle. And so we're going to use technology. We'll do a little bit by hand, but we're going to use technology. We'll use StatCrunch to get those values for us, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. The next thing I want to say is let's consider these values here, a little bit more information about nursing and criminal justice majors, right? So what we know is that these are the median career salaries, or the median mid-career salaries for nursing majors and criminal justice majors. That's what we're looking at here. And so what stories being told is I kind of can map this data out, right? Take a look for nursing. They make more money, and you can see, but the nursing majors, their data is closer together. The 25th percentile, the 75th percentile, meaning 75% of people make less than 80,900, which is this value over here. But criminal justice, the same thing. So even though the median values are different, you can see there's a story being told. There's a lot more spread in criminal justice majors, which what story to me that would mean probably is that there are different types of jobs in criminal justice, maybe social work, police officer, probation officer. There's a lot of different jobs other than nursing. And so that's why we have this wider spread of values. But on the higher end of salaries, you can see at the 75th percentile here that the values are about the same. But median, so in the higher end careers of those majors, you have about the same salary. I don't know what the max and min are in this case, which is probably going to be somewhere on 0, right? And max, I don't know what the max is, but we have at least the middle part of the data. Let's look at example 3 here. Example 3, the following data are the number of grams of fat from a sample of sandwiches at a fast food restaurant. So you have these values. Calculate the 5-number summary, which then means you need to calculate the minimum, 25th percentile, median, 75th percentile, and maximum value. The min and max are easy. You just look at those. There's 5, 34. But these other ones take a little bit more effort, right? We did that little exercise earlier. What I want to show you right now is StatCrunch real quick. Here's the data. And so in StatCrunch, you enter in the data. There it is here. And then what you do is you go Stat, Summary Stats. So summary statistics is where we're going to get a lot of our statistics from. Columns, and I choose the grams. That's the data entered. And then notice here in the statistics, you have all these choices. We want the 5-number summary. That includes the min, the max. I'm holding the control button to select them. Q1, Q3, and I need the median. There it is right there. So there's my 5-number summary and compute. And then you end up with your 5-number summary right here. And that's where I got those numbers from. So that's using StatCrunch to do that calculation. What can we say? What do we see in the distribution? It looks like these values are kind of spread out. These are closer together. I would say it's kind of skewed to the left a little bit, just because you can see the larger difference here between that, between those values there. You'll see that.